How's it going, guys? My name is Liam and this is my 1995 FZJ 80 series with a slight twist. Alright, so I'll start up the front. Up the front we've just got the ARB deluxe bar with some custom made brush bars and rock sliders that run right down to the back to a Land Cruiser Company rear bar. We're running 4-inch Superior suspension in the front and 4-inch Fox suspension in the back, all remote res of course. We've got a set of 35-inch Yokohama Geo landers in the front, and you may also notice that it's been converted to part-time 4-wheel drive, so it's got ACE-in freewheeling hubs in the front end. Alright, so up the front we've got the big high mount winch, which is 24 volt, so that's well and truly enough to get me out of any mischief. I've got braced coil towers and braced diffs to cater for the 3.5 tonne GVM upgrade. Black Hawk radius arms to correct the caster angle. It's got Patrol Doctor bonnet through snorkel, road vision light bars on the bull bar and on the roof here. Then we come around to the back a bit further. We've just got your cheapo King's spec roof rack with some maxis on the top, and then of course the gull wing windows. Alright, so moving around to the back now, we've got the wraparound rear bars that come around to the Land Cruiser Company rear bar, which has just got one spare tyre and the 2 jerry can holder on the back. I've also got a little aerial around here which runs a self-fire booster, so that helps me when I'm doing any filming or any other things like that. I've also got the camp lights on the back. As you may have already seen, it's got a 3-inch stainless steel straight pipe on it. It's also got fully braced diffs in the rear, so bracing under the coil towers and bracing on the lower side of the diff. Alright, so in the back here, I've got a 2000 watt inverter on a custom made stand. You may also notice that I've got 2 remotes, so if we come around to the back here, you'll see I've got a TV on a swing stand, and I've also got a Chromecaster so I can watch things like YouTube, Netflix while I'm away on big trips. I've also got the capabilities for an air fryer, so when I can't be fucked cooking, I can just slap some stuff in there. I can get into here and get all my old tools out of the hidey hole. We've got a 75 litre dual zone fridge from Dometic, the King's drawer in the middle there, which I keep all my spares and stuff like that in. It's got a K-on cage in the back there to keep everything in shape in the back. Powering all this, I've got the kick-ass lithium mounted up there, self-fire booster, and I've also got rear storage in my tailgate here. So in here, many of my spares, so I've got brake pads, uni joints, wheel bearings, belts, duct tape and zip ties, because if you can't fix it with that, it's not worth fixing. And I think that's about it in the rear. Alright, so in the front here, I'll try and fucking run through it all as quickly as I can. So I've got the Holden seats out of like a VESS that have been embroidered with Land Cruiser on them. We've got a GQ centre console with all my light bar switches, cigarette lighters and stuff like that. If you come over here, I've got my party switches because I love to party. So that's front and rear air lockers by TJM. I got the fire extinguisher under the seat just in case it all goes shit up. Got the Pioneer head unit, which you can watch DVDs, it's got all your maps and shit on it, which is pretty handy. Over here I've got the XRS Connect, GME, UHF. I've got my controller for all my different tunes on my uni chip. I've got my dash cam up the top and a couple of gauges on the pillar on the driver's side. My stock 1FZ here. No, I'm just taking the piss. So as you can see, this is not a stock 80 series motor. So this has actually been converted over to a 15B-FTE. So anyone that knows Toyota knows that these are in the Mega Cruisers, the Coasters, the Dyna trucks, all those older Toyotas like that. I've got dual batteries in here on either side to run it because this actually runs a 24 volt ECU. So it's got all the 24 volt running gear running it. It's got custom mounted front mount intercooler, custom fan shroud to suit the new distance the motor faces back. It's got a, I fucked it. All right, I've got a UFI 18G turbo up in the front there, giving me plenty of boost. It's got TJM compressor, all the inlet manifold and the exhaust manifold had to be custom made by myself so that they didn't clash with the rear firewall of the cab. We've got the Patrol Doctor snorkel that comes in and feeds it. I've gotten rid of the traditional air-powered brake booster and replaced it with a hydraulic one, which runs off the power steering pump. I think that's about it under the bonnet. Other things that I may have forgotten earlier in the video. So underneath it, it's got all adjustable links and stuff just to help adjust everything properly for the lift. In the inside of the car, it's got the uni chip. So that's obviously got one power tune, it's got a towing tune, an economy tune, and a four-wheel drive tune, as well as just the stock standard tune, which is fuck all. It's got the 70 series transfer case underneath to go with the part-time kit, and it's all got custom Hertz system in it, which has got it's got a 12-inch sub behind the fridge in the rear. It's got all tweeters, it's got speakers all throughout it, so it fucking parties. All right, so going a bit deeper into the suspension under the front, you can see better now the PSR bracing on the bottom of the diff there. It's also got bracing on either side of the radius arms. It's got bracing in between the ball and the arm, as well as on the top there. We've got superior drag links, and then we've got the Fox adjustable dampener, and then the two Black Hawk radius arms underneath. Alright, so under the rear here, I've got the adjustable panhard with the ramp custom riser. I've also got the adjustable road safe upper and lower links. I've got 4-inch coils and 5-inch Fox shocks, just to help it flex out a bit nicer. I've got the bracing on either side of the coil tower there just to cater for the heavier GBM. And then as you can see here, I've got the heavy duty panhard bolt sponsored by Loctite, just in case it decides to disappear on me again. Alright, so now that I've mentioned what the vehicle has on it, I'm going to go through and tell you what's coming next for this vehicle after we get back from our recent road trip. So in the front, I'm going to be taking out my stock axles and running chromoly gear all through the front. And I'm also going to be swapping out the factory injectors for plus 30s. So that should allow me to run about 300 horsepower and about 800 Newton meters of torque, hopefully.